Hey guys, welcome back to another little mini reaction video. So you guys, I just had to, I know I'm looking crazy, but I'm about to go ahead and take a nap. And then I have to get up and get ready. But I wanted to go ahead and react to this in the moment. So first of all, I want to say rest in peace to the children who lost their lives in that mass shooting in Minneapolis. My condolences go out to their families and their friends. It's a total tragedy. It's so sad. Um, so I wanted to go ahead and react to the whole the whole scenario of somebody um taking the lives of children while they're in a church, literally in a church praying. They're saying that the killer had like an obsession with unaliving children and all that stuff. So I just wanted to just go ahead and say it like it is, just how I feel, right? You guys, for those of you who keep up with me, you guys know how I am when it comes to the fact that I'm just a faith-based person. I'm just one of those people who are just deeply connected with their faith, and I just have to say it for what it is. Like, I just can't hold it in, which is why I made this video in the first place. Before I go ahead and get into it, I want to go ahead and shout out my Purple Heart member gang. You guys will see this once I re-upload it to YouTube. I didn't really get a chance to post on the community wall any type of detail really about the live, just that I was going live and what we were going to talk about. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So I want to go ahead and say that I believe that, obviously, I hope people would see and know that this is clearly like demonic. Like, this is clearly the work of the devil. Like, who shoots children in a church while they're praying? You know what I mean? Like, that is as demonic as it gets. I think the point, we've passed that point of no return where people can say like they don't think we're living in the end of times. Like, seriously. The cover story here, I guess, they're saying that the person was tired of being trans and all this other stuff. That's the cover story. For me, I don't really care about the reasoning. What I do want to focus on is the fact that you honor live children in a church while they're praying. Like, that's, as to me, that is pure evil. To me, that is clearly demonic. And if people still really truly believe that we are not living in the end of times, I mean, like, we have become so desensitized to this stuff. Well, no, I won't say we. I'm gonna say in the United States, because I'm watching even one of the fathers react to his son being one of the children that was unalived in the church, and it was just like, I don't know. I want to say he might be in shock. So you never know what, people, everybody reacts differently in their grief. But the underlying tone is a tone that I've heard with a lot of parents when they have like children that pass away in these mass shootings and stuff like that. It's just like a very programmed response. And that's what drives these conspiracy theories, right? That's why people come up with all these weird, crazy stuff like it can't be real. Because I think, like, in where I am, like, I live in Canada, we have a complete different um gun culture over here, right? So if, God forbid, like, my child passed away in a mass shooting, I would be inconsolable. Like, you would have to literally pick me up off the ground. Like, I don't think I would be even be able to be, I wouldn't be able to speak. I definitely wouldn't be able to give an interview. Like, I would literally be dying on the inside. So, but that's because I have not been desensitized with and inundated with all this. Like, gun violence over here is like there's been a shooting on the news and oh my god, this is terrible and we need the police to do something about it and get that taken care of and catch the people. That's our response, right? In the States it's like almost like it's just a excuse me, it's like a blip on the news reel, right? I don't know excuse me, in the last week how many different like shootings at schools and at different places all over the news, and it's like it barely makes the news now. All I see on the news cycle is Trump, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Gaza, tariffs, Canada, China. That's all I see on the news cycle, and then all the other stuff that's going on. You don't really see much focus on these mass shootings as you used to back in the day. And I think that's very troubling. That means that as a society, you're becoming desensitized to this stuff, that it's not even newsworthy. Like, it has to be a completely I don't know, it has to be like completely bizarre and off the top for it to like make the bottom of the newsreel. That's scary. That's real crazy. So, but I just want to, get back to what I'm saying about the whole thing about you unaliving children in a church. I think, I don't think that whole mental health, the whole like that blanketed statement they give all the time, I don't think it cuts it here. Like, anybody shooting people in a church is demonic. Shooting children in a church while they're praying to the Almighty, now that's, I mean, that's a whole other level. Clearly that is a whole other level of evilness. Like, I don't think mental health issues is gonna cut it. um Sorry guys. So I just wanted to kind of react to this in the moment. Just everything in me, everything in my faith, everything in me just screamed like, I hope they can see this is clearly demonic. And unfortunately, these are the times that we're living in. If you're a person of faith, you understand the statement. And unfortunately, and as scary as it is, we're going to see lots more of this stuff. It's already happening overseas where Christians are being persecuted and killed by various entities, and all that stuff is already going on. As you come into North America with that stuff, this is how it looks. Mass shootings at schools and churches and places of worship, places of congregation, places. Oh man, this is terrible. This is so terrible. This is so bad. And all I could do was cry and pray immediately. Immediately after seeing this, all I could do was cry and pray. And I feel like, this is how, like Noah and all these other people, this is how they must have felt when they could see their world falling apart. This is all they could do as well, was drop to their knees and pray and beg and ask God to please intervene and to help and to protect and to save. That's all you really can do. Because I don't think humanity is capable of saving itself, unfortunately. I don't see anybody putting the brakes on this stuff. I just see it spiraling out of control. And unfortunately, it seems like we have to go through it to get through it. And all we can do is pray. For people of faith, this is our time to really hunker down and tap in and, get into your faith bag. Really get into that and really cement your foundation in that, because there's nobody coming to save us, unfortunately, without the intervention of Christ. There's no physical, there's no human coming to save us. We will definitely need divine intervention on this one. Anyway, I don't want to go on and on. I just wanted to react to that. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments about that whole situation in Minneapolis. Do you guys agree? Do you feel what I'm saying? Let me know if you disagree. And we can talk about that as well. Thank you guys so much for your time. Stay up and stay blessed. And we will catch up with you guys in another video. Deuces.